Coming up, let's hear about the latest news with GenBand. Please welcome its founder, Kandy, and EVP Strategy and Cloud Services, Paul Pluschkell, here at CTIA Super Mobility Week 2015.
You're watching YBL TV.
It's been a year since Kandy's launched. What are some of the most major announcements you've made and achievements?
In our first year, we have 15 million end users, which I think is pretty amazing. We're changing the way outcomes are made, all the way from suicide prevention to working with the largest enterprise software provider in the world, empowering communications within their apps and context.
You're working with Telepsych then. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Well, if you think about what Kandy does, we're a platform as a service. So any developer in the world can get on Kandy and embed our real-time chat, video, or voice functions into their application. So Telepsych chose Kandy as their platform and embedded our real-time communications into their app, similar to the way SAP did for their business users.
Let's talk a little bit more about carrier Wi-Fi. What is the blessing in disguise moving the mobile industry forward? Any thoughts on that?
Yeah, I have a lot of thoughts on that. Believe it or not, I'm a big believer in kind of undoing UC. Because I think UC is just a way too broad of a term, and it's an old term, right? If I started a new company today, I would start it with giving everybody a mobile handset, or I'd give them an allowance to get their own or use their own, and I'd let them pick their own apps, and I'd let them be creative and productive how they want to work. So I think as we move forward in this new era with OTT, empowering rapid service creation for carriers or for enterprises is going to be the holy grail of letting them compete with software companies. We have to help them become a software company to their end users and provide the same functionality and flexibility that users are used to with an app store. So I think OTT is a perfect way. We create a container for them, allow micro apps to be launched with that container, and allow them to be in service within 2 to 4 weeks with their billing and their core IMS system.
Let's talk the future of mobile. I want to hear your thoughts.
Let's just talk the future, because there is no future without mobile. We might get to some point where there is actually no device in our hand, but we have all the functionality. But going back to a PC or going back to a web browser as opposed to an application seems pretty archaic. I think as we move forward, we're at the beginning of something incredibly revolutionary with mobile, where everybody is empowered to do everything right here, right now. The future is in our hands, and it's a device today. It might not be a device tomorrow. You start putting the IoT into that, now look out. Now what I'm doing when I have my mobile device, I'm also looking at how my tire pressure is. What tire is going to blow out next? If I continue at this speed, will I have to go through a rainstorm that's coming up, or if I take a different route? It's all predictability of outcomes in the future. So the future is predicting what's happening next, all through a mobile device. IoT is actually making a presence now combined with data analytics, where people are going to say, oh, it doesn't sound like a mystery anymore. I get it, because we're going to show you what that means with data.